Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Friday morning, as always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. The other day I was watching the amazing Chris Proffi's Musically Obsessed. I love Chris, and he was unboxing uh, a um, a box set that he received, and it was this one here. Now he had the vinyl version, the Lucky Bugger, and he had purchased it um, mainly because of the price drop. Even though it's a fantastic box set, and I love the box set, and he loves the box set, but I wanted the vinyl version of this, but being in Canadian dollars is still pretty pricey, and the guy's got to eat, guy's got to pay the rent. So I chose the CD version of this still great 5 CD box set. It's really, really good. I just want to go over and share it with you, explain what's in the box set itself, suggest that you may want to pick it up, and it's really, really good. I'm really, really digging this one because each album is different. It's not the same style of music like you get with a lot of bands. So it includes. So thank you, Chris, first off, for showing me this because you've influenced me on getting a bunch of stuff. This one's released in 2021, so it's not a new box set, but there is a price drop. So um, even in Canadian dollars, this is still a good chunk of cash. So it's the Atlantic Years 1989 to 1996 5 CD box set released in, again, December 2021. And the vinyl looks amazing. I'm proud of you and jealous that you got the box set, Chris. But that's amazing. So the only thing I don't like about this, or I'm surprised it doesn't have, I shouldn't say I don't like about it, because I love every song on here, but it doesn't include any bonus tracks, any B-sides, any demo tracks, anything like that. There's no fancy booklet that comes with it, even though there are lyric sheets within each CD, pretty much. There's nothing special about it. It's just the albums themselves, the tracks on the albums, the lyric sheets inside the albums, and that's pretty much it. But it includes their self-titled Skid Row debut, Slave to the Grind, Be Ourselves, or Beside Ourselves, which is probably my favorite in this whole bunch. It's 5 covers that they do from amazing bands. You got Subhuman Race and Subhuman Beings on Tour, which is a live EP as well. So I'll go over each album with you here. Yeah, this great band from New Jersey, American rock band, and I'm not going to get into each individual artist who's on here, even though you do have Scott Hill, Bob Afuso, Dave the Snake, Sabu, Sebastian Bach, and Rachel Bolan. Sebastian Bach, I found, is sometimes like a Steven Tyler vocals, gritty, really good. He can hit those high notes too, really high pitched screams at sometimes. But this is an amazing. I thought I had this somewhere. I've searched and searched and searched for their debut album because I do have it on CD. I just can't locate it. But it includes their debut album, huge commercial success, self-titled Skid Row. 1989 debut, number 6 on the Billboard charts. 4 big singles off of it. Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, their huge, huge hit. I Remember You and Piece of Me. But it also includes Big Guns, Sweet Little Sister, Can't Stand the Heartache, Rattlesnake Shake, Here I Am, Making a Mess, I Remember You, and Midnight Tornado. There's what the CD looks like, and this one includes a big lyric sheet. Double-sided lyric sheet. And yeah, really good debut album. It rocks. I love the sound of it. Of course, 18 in Life, the huge hit, which you've heard 100 times. I sometimes just pass by that, even though it's a fantastic song. It's just you've heard it a lot, but great debut album, Skid Row. I love the cover of their second one. Oh, before I get into it, I should tell you, it also came with a cool hype sticker, which I put on the bottom of the box, just explaining what's in the package. So the Atlantic years, 1989 to 1996, 5 CDs, including Skid Row's multi-million selling worldwide charting first 3 studio albums. That's a mouthful. Plus the B-side, Ourselves EP, and for Japan only live EP, Subhuman's Beings on Tour. So kind of some runoff sentences there, but yeah. But I forgot to show you the hype secret. So getting back to their second album, I love the cover of their second album. It's really cool looking. It's a harder edged album than their first debut. Slaves to the Grind, released in 1991, their second album. Reached #1 in the charts right off the bat. 2 times platinum selling album. You got 5 singles off of this one. You got Monkey Business, Slave to the Grind, Wasted Time, In a Darkened Room. You also have The Threat, Quicksand Jesus, Psycho Love, Get the F Out. I'm not going to swear on my channel, unfortunately. Living on Chain Gang, Creep Show, again In a Darkened Room, Riot Act, Mud Kicker, and Wasted Time. This one also has a lyrics sheet. With photos of the guys in the band. Okay. So again, nothing, no booklets again, no special features from this, no EPs on this one, just the albums itself, which is fine. But again, I love that cover. This, as I just throw everything on the floor, I'll pick those up later. This next one is probably my favorite of the bunch. This is Skid Row, Beside Ourselves. This is Beast. This are 5 covers from great bands that have influenced these guys. You got Psycho Love from the Ramones. Come On Love Me, which is a Kiss cover. Delivering the Goods, which is a live version including and featuring Rob Halford on stage. And one of my favorites, they do a fantastic version of What You're Doing by Rush off of their debut album, which is one of my favorite Rush albums as well. And Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix. So it's only a 5 EP set, but they do a fantastic version of each song. Again, What You're Doing is probably my favorite off this one. They rock. They get it 100%. This one is mainly, there's no lyrics to this one. It's just a poster style photo with the back being nothing on there. So I won't be putting the poster up on my wall or anything, but yeah, great covers. Again, one of my favorite EPs and one of my favorite albums from this box set. Even though the rest of them are great. Let's try not to throw this one on the floor. The next one, you got their third album. This is Subhuman Race. Their third album, 1995 release. wasn't quite as successful as their first two albums, but still a great, great album. Um, it's different. It's an edgier, harder, grungier, punk sounding album. Um, Bob Rock was the producer. He changed the sound of the band, and it's a darker, darker album than the previous two albums for sure. There's what the inside cover looks like. As a result of the change of the style, only reached number 55 or sorry 35 on the charts, but overall a great album. But there was tension in the band at that time, and apparently it was long studio sessions, and they respected Bob Rock's work, but a lot of tension in the band at this time. But still a heavier. It's just a completely different sounding album. You got My Enemy, Fire Sign, Bonehead, Beat Yourself Blind, Elaine, Remains to Be Seen, Subhuman Race, Frozen, Into Another, Face Against My Soul, Medicine Jar, Breaking Down, and Iron Will. There's the track list. And the last album on here is the Subhuman Beings on Tour, which is a EP of their live stuff, released in Japan, but recorded at the Astoria in London. You've got Slave to the Grind, Delivering the Goods, Beat Yourself Blind, Psychotherapy, Riot Act, and Monkey Business on here. There's the inside cover. And again, lyric sheet with you've got Japanese on one side. You can't see that too well. And English on the other. But yeah, it's great live album. These guys rocked live, and awesome stuff. So there you have it. There's my box set of Skid Row. But check out the price. It's a decent price for 5 albums, 5 great albums. And when they were at their peak, from their debut album to their third, as well as the EP and the live EP album, you've got good value for your buck. But thank you, Chris, for showing me this. I hope you're enjoying your vinyl version of this amazing band. And there you have it, guys. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.